Hi, this is our Create Challenge project. I'm Yuli. I'm a junior in high school. I play soccer and I'm on the track team.
My name's Sana. I'm also a junior in high school, and I also play soccer and I'm on the track team.
Our co-designer's name is Matthew. He's a senior in high school who's very excited to go to Northeastern in the fall. Some of his hobbies include Legos and video games, and he loves to complete computer science projects in his free time. Matthew has a condition called muscular dystrophy, which causes your muscle mass to decrease over time, which leads to challenges, including the one that we chose to focus on for our project, which is that he struggles to open round doorknobs. Our project objective is to create a cheap and accessible product that helps our co-designer with opening and closing doors that have rounded doorknobs while having him do the least amount of work possible.
Our first idea is the image on the left. It would basically require us to take out the original doorknob and replace it with a mechanical one where it would open with the push of a button and there would be magnets repelling the door open. We learned this was not ideal because we need the device to work in other people's homes, not just in one spot. So we came up with the second idea on the right, and basically in it would use like a solid spinner mechanism to twist open the door and like twist these flower pieces down to the size of the doorknob and continue twisting it open. But we also realized this wasn't ideal because he would require two hands to hold this, and there's not two spots to hold his hands on it. And he would also need to be really precise while placing this on the doorknob because there's not a lot of room to place it onto. So our final idea was to basically take a cup that could fit onto any size doorknob. And then there's a tube here with springs on one side and a spiral hole on the other side that basically a spiral would fit into the hole and he would push this side inwards and the rest of this tube would rotate around in a circle. And the spring would basically allow this spiral piece to pop back up so that he can use it again on another doorknob. And there's also this ball joint here so that Matthew can use the device at an angle because the doorknob is at the height of his shoulders. And one of the problems that we're solving for is like reach, and it would be more comfortable for him to be able to use it at an angle.
This is some images of our final product. You can also see a GIF of us opening the door, and as you can see, we're only using one hand to push the door open as the mechanism twists, and you just need to easily push the door open. On the bottom, you see an image of our unassembled model with all the pieces, and right above it, you see the full model, as well as the grippy handle that we added onto the end to have a convenient way for Matthew to hold the product as well as hang it on his wheelchair if he needs to.
So next steps, one of our next steps would be to make the cup more grippy on the inside. Um, our device isn't consistent. It works sometimes, but not like completely. So we added like flaps to try and help with the grip, but like it still wasn't consistent. So we'd want to make the material more grippy. And then we also want to get the model to our co-designer. We haven't been able to do this because of scheduling and just like a bunch of misprints that we've had. And we'd also want to apply the feedback that he gives to us.
Some lessons that we learned throughout this project include time management, as we all have a lot of activities going on after school and a lot of things. So we had to plan around that and found that it's really hard to keep a lot of people's schedules and respect people's time. But we found a way to get around it and complete our project. We also learned a lot about the impact and challenges of muscular dystrophy, which is something that Sona and I didn't know a lot about before getting to know Matthew and talking about it with him. And also, we learned how to develop and execute a design using a 3D printer, including learning how to use Tinkercad, learning how to use Prusa Slicer, and learning how to use all these mechanisms to really put together our design. Thank
Thank you.
you.